Because the overwhelming majority of controlled flight into terrain, or CFIT accidents, occur near an airport, and the fact that aircraft operate in close proximity to terrain near an airport, the terrain database contains higher resolution grids for airport areas. Lower resolution grids are used outside airport areas, where aircraft en route altitude makes CFIT accidents less likely, and terrain feature detail is less important to the flight crew. With the use of accurate GPS or FMS information, the EGPWS is provided present position, track, and ground speed. With this information, the EGPWS is able to present a graphical plan view of the aircraft relative to the terrain and advise the flight crew of potential conflict with the terrain or obstacle. Conflicts are recognized and alerts provided when terrain violates specific computed envelope boundaries on the projected flight path of the aircraft. Alerts are provided in the form of visual light enunciation of a caution or warning, audio enunciation based on the type of conflict, and color-enhanced visual display of the terrain or obstacle relative to the forward look of the aircraft. The terrain display is provided on the weather radar indicator, EFIS display, or a dedicated EGPWS display, and may or may not be displayed automatically.
Mode 2 warns flight crews of excessive closure rates with rapidly rising terrain. Using airspeed, rate of descent, and radar altitude, GPWS compares terrain below the aircraft to the flight path. If terrain rises significantly within 2,000 feet of the aircraft, a closure rate is measured. When the closure rate shows danger to the aircraft, the red GPWS warning lamp will illuminate, and the voice alert terrain, terrain will be heard. If the closure rate continues or worsens, the voice call-out will change to a continuous pull-up warning until terrain is no longer a threat.
Terrain, 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 terrain. Pull up.
To help ensure sufficient recovery, the red GPWS warning lamp will remain illuminated until the aircraft climbs 300 feet above the altitude where the last pull-up voice warning was heard.
Terrain is displayed relative to the aircraft altitude in 3 distinct colors using a dot pattern of varying density. Light density green colored dots indicate terrain 1,000 to 2,000 feet below the aircraft's current altitude. Medium density green dots indicate terrain at a safe altitude below the aircraft down to 1,000 feet below. Medium density yellow dots indicate terrain from approximately 500 feet below the aircraft's altitude, depending on phase of flight, up to 1,000 feet above the aircraft. High-density yellow dots indicate terrain 1,000 to 2,000 feet above the aircraft. And high-density red dots indicate terrain 2,000 feet or more above the aircraft's current altitude. As an aircraft approaches significant terrain, enhanced GPWS looks ahead and provides alerts and warnings to the flight crew. At 1 minute from dangerous terrain, the voice alert, "Caution Terrain," is heard twice, and the threat is displayed as a solid, bright yellow color.
Caution, terrain. Caution, terrain.
This alert will repeat if the threat is still present after 7 seconds.
Caution, terrain.
If no action is taken, at 30 seconds, the voice warning, "Terrain, terrain, pull up," is heard, and the terrain threat is displayed as a solid, bright red color.
Terrain, terrain. Pull up. Pull up.